Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk about some of my favorite all-time concealers. Some of these I've been using for quite some time and others a lot more recently, but I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get started. So first thing I like to talk about is the NYX Cosmetics Bye Bye Breakout Full Coverage Treatment Concealer. This is definitely a long name, but supposedly this is for acne and anti-wrinkle skin, which I don't know how, to be honest. I cannot tell the difference. But that aside, this is probably one of my favorite concealers right now. I mean, all these are my favorite. And the reason I say that is because it is very, very light. It doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel goopy. It has like you can barely tell that you're actually wearing concealer on it. On top of that, how adorable is this tiny little bottle? It's like a little foundation thing. I think it's so cute. This is, of course, a high-end concealer. It is worth $28, so it is pretty pricey, I'm not gonna lie, but the consistency is really, really nice, and it doesn't crease like some of my other ones. Honestly, sometimes I wonder why more people aren't talking about this. This is like really, really nice for a concealer. For my next concealer, I think that this is not going to be a surprise because I've heard a lot of people talk about it, but it is the Revolution Conceal and Define. I have two different shades that I've used up. It is the C1 and C2. I think for my next one, I'll probably get a little darker because these are quite light for me. I also heard that this is a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, except this is like way less than half the price of it. I mean this is really, really nice. Some of the things I like about it is probably one of the most full coverage concealers that I have. It is a lot more drying though, I'm not gonna lie. So if you have very, very dry skin and you avoid drier concealers, you will probably not like this. But I'm an oily girl, so I do not mind this at all. However, I do have to work with it a lot faster because if I do let it sit a little too long, I get like drier edges and then I have to like really, really pounce into my skin to make sure it's all blended out. But on top of that, it is only $9, which is super, super affordable. So it's like, it's cheap and it's good. Plus for a drugstore concealer, this has 25 shades, which is freaking awesome. I don't remember seeing so many shades for a drugstore concealer. The next concealer is actually pretty surprising for me. I did not expect this. It is the Absolute New York concealer. I bumped into this brand in TJ Maxx and I figured like just give it a go. So you will have to use your finger, or what I like to do is just use a Q-tip and dab it on. So the reason why I really, really like this is because it is so concentrated. You do not need to use a lot for it to do its thing. And also because it's such a like very orangey, like tangy color, it really helps to cover up those deep blue, purpley underbags. So you need just a tiny bit and it's done. And also the way it blends out, it has such a natural look. When I first got this, that day I actually wasn't wearing any makeup. So I was like, oh, let me try it out in the car. And I opened it up and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so dark. What did I do? But then I was like, I'm gonna try it. It blended out so nice. You couldn't even tell that I was wearing any. Like, it was, I don't know, I was just surprised how natural it looked like. Something I've been doing with this one recently especially is apply it right before my makeup. That way it pretty much eliminates how much concealer I use to brighten up my under eyes and pretty much just kind of gives me a much more fresher look. Plus this was only $4, so I'm not really sure where you would order these. I'll probably look online to see where to get these. But like I said, I got in TJ Maxx. I'm sure they're probably in Ross and Marshalls and all those other stores that are like that. So I definitely recommend. And the last favorite, I actually have been using this for years. No joke. Really, really long time. And it's the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer. I don't know why brands come up with such long names. Like, no one ever remembers that. But anywho, this is probably like an all-time favorite. Like I said, I've been using this for years. It is very full coverage, but it's not too thick. And it's super concealing. So you don't have to use a lot of it. It goes like a little goes a long way basically. But I think the best thing that I like about it is the color. So I know people are probably going to be like, well, I mean, just go find a different concealer with a better color. Or there's so many concealers have really good color. It has that perfect mixture of the yellow undertone. I say that because a lot of concealers that do have or claim they have a yellow undertone, it is so yellow, it's overwhelming. You look like a tangerine, or it's just too much and it kind of messes up the color of your foundation and everything else. I even out of like these other favorites concealers that I have, this one color-wise beats them by a long shot. And the thing is, this is not even like the lightest shade. This is the 04 one, and I use this color year-round. So that should say a lot. And this one retails for around $5 to $6 depending on where you get it, but because it is drugstore, you can probably find like a coupon and get it for only a couple bucks. So that is it for my favorite concealers. I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys were introduced to some new concealers that you maybe haven't considered in the past. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys. Bye!